Okay, I hope you guys can hear me all right. Um, so I slept at a what Planet Fitness for the first time ever. And when I arrived, there were other people there, like a few semi trucks, few people sleeping in their cars. And the Planet Fitness that I'm at closes. It's not a 24-hour Planet Fitness, so it closes and then it reopens about 5 o'clock in the morning. So I figured that would be a good spot. And plus, literally, it's like within minutes of all of my family members. And no, I did not want to stay at any of my family members. That's a whole separate conversation. So I chose to go to a place that was one, less than 10 minutes away from the people that I need to be close to, and two, allows for RVers to be there if you have a membership, and three, was a dark area so that I wouldn't have as much light, although I have it pretty well set up in here. So this means that I slept in my living room, and I'm going to show you. So see, this is the bed, this is the dinette. So the dinette is actually a bed, and I move all of the things that go on my dinette into these other places while I sleep. All of my other little installation. So I just move everything off, and I got my generator on right now. So I move everything back. So I'm going to tell you my process. The first thing I do is I turn my generator on for about an hour and let the entire RV cool down to a temperature that's acceptable for me. And then I take my fan and I plug it into this area because that area is connected to the inverter. Once my RV has cooled down to whatever temperature, I turn my inverter on and then turn the fan on, turn the generator off, and turn everything else off. I have my refrigerator running by propane so that I can set the cycle. It can be generator, electric, propane, whatever. So it can be solar, whichever way. So I turn it to the propane so that all of my food items stay good, which is why maybe they have breakfast this morning. And then I run that fan to keep that air that I've maintained circulating. The other thing was, it just so happened to be a stormy night, so it was way cooler because of the storm. So I ended up having my blanket. So I ended up having to get the blanket and use the blanket. Now, then the next question becomes, because I get these questions, so I'm just going through my head of questions that I get. Well, what happens the next day? Well, if you have a Planet Fitness gym membership, you can get up, you can go work out, and you can take a shower at Planet Fitness, and then you can put on fresh clothes. If you don't want to take a shower at Planet Fitness, in my case, turn on your water pump and you can go take a shower, because that's what I did, because I am getting better about having my water pump off when I'm not using it. So turn it on and take your shower. You can get your workout, walking, whatever you're gonna do, and then you come back. Now I have my generator on right now because I am going to move everything back into the travel mode and wake up, because I'm still kind of sleepy. Although I had a lot of sleep, but I'm way sleepy. It's because my mama worked me. So anyway, I cool everything down while I'm moving things where I need for them to go. And I'm also recharging my inverter because that generator charges the inverter. So I'm giving it some juice so that if I pull over at another rest stop and decide I want to just have my fan running, or I want to charge my phone up here instead of down in the cab, or I want to have my laptop plugged in and not, be off the laptop's battery, I can turn the inverter on and it'll still have enough power. Now I also get this question about how long does the inverter last. It's dependent upon the vehicle. I find that there's about enough power for 4.5 hours with my inverter. So that's why I'm strategic with it. So like this morning when my inverter went out after 4.5 hours, well, it was already really cold in here. And for me, I know that the inverter, the battery is running because an alarm sounds that the battery is running out. So then I turn it off and everything was where I needed to be and I laid back down. Okay. So that's my, what other questions I get? I did not have anybody bother me, and partially because it was clear that this area that people do this a lot here. There was another place where I could have stayed for free and would not have been in trouble, but there's so many semis there that I just didn't want to be in that traffic. That's all. It was just so many semis, just so many of them. Okay, I think that's it. So I'm gonna finish eating, then I'm gonna put everything back where it needs to go so I can head on off. All right, I hope this video was helpful for those of you who are RVing for the first time and you have questions. And mind you, I'm by myself on this trip. Now, was there a 3-year-old in my RV earlier today, earlier yesterday at least, running around, getting really comfortable, taking his shoes and socks off and running amok? Yes, yes. Sitting on everything he could sit on because that's his business? Yes, yes. So, but now I got to get this set back up like the grown adult traveling by herself. All right, you guys have a good one.